We are in Sri Lanka, land of temples, gems and elephants. And here are my fellow travelers. Nonno, who's been with us in Colombia, Myanmar and Mongolia. Yun, who came to Myanmar and Mongolia. And then Guglielmo, who is the person who organizes all these travels. And I'm Valentina, and if you like our videos, please subscribe below. Otherwise, leave a comment and we'll be happy to read and reply. So enjoy the video, bye!
We are in Galle. It's a very beautiful colonial city.
Here first came the Portuguese in 1505 and then subsequently the Dutch in 1640 and were the Dutch that developed the fort, the fortress and all the buildings that still can be seen today.
It's a well-preserved city. It's enjoyable to just have a look around, stroll around. A lot of shooting for weddings, which makes it very picturesque. You have like some of the couples, they're like dressed with traditional clothes and some of those like with modern clothes. So at every corner there's something going on.
Behind me, what you can see is actually not a church, but it's actually a mosque. There is a strong Muslim community here.
We are here today in Galle, the national championship of polo tuk-tuk. It's a very tense match. Yellow team is ahead. We'll end up with wounded and dead people probably.
We rented a tuk-tuk for the day and we're discovering the South Coast. So we'll see what we're gonna find out.
Vatuna Beach, first jump in the Indian Ocean.
One of the icons of Sri Lanka is its fantastic stilt fishermen. Sadly, it's all a tourist scam. They don't exist anymore. They only fish dead fish. And luckily we were lucky enough to see some, thanks to some Chinese tourists paying a bag of money to see some of the action.
Meanwhile, the real fishermen are working hard.
We left Galle this morning and now we are in the Ella Hills.
So today we are doing a trekking. We are going to the Ella Rock, which is a small peak here. And in this first part we are actually walking on the rail track.
So what to say about Sri Lanka? First of all, for sure the tea plantations. They are incredible. It's amazing how the local population has completely changed the landscape with these plants. And it's really enjoyable to walk to the plantations or to take a ride with a train.
We are in the middle of Sri Lanka. And here is one of the most important points in the world for the tea industry. There are so many plantations around, and the factory behind me was founded by Sir Thomas Lipton in late 19th century.
We live in Ella today and we're going to Kandy, and we are going to be on one of the most scenic train rides ever.
beautiful outside. I enjoy a lot. But from Ella to Kandy, it was very nice, perfect. You should try.
Despite the fact the train was nothing particularly, exciting or modern, it was beautiful. It was in the middle of the nature. The doors were open, so you can actually kind of like put your head outside and enjoy the wind and enjoying the landscape. It was 6 hours, but it was definitely worth it. Spent most of the time just staring outside.
We are in the middle of the cloud and we literally can't see more than 10 meters away. Just arrived in Kandy. Kandy was the capital of the last Sinhalese kingdom that was conquered by the British, and is meant to be today the cultural capital of Sri Lanka, and also the most important religious center.
We're in the temple of Tut, where is kept the holy relic of the Buddha Tut, and now we're going to discover our religious roots.
Unfolding the lotus flowers, we make it more beautiful.
After focusing mainly on the colonial period, we're now starting to explore the ancient civilization of Sri Lanka. And this is the Dambulla, which is one of the most ancient temples in the whole country. And it has been built like 2,000 years ago, roughly. So we'll go and check out the 5 caves. Follow us. The cave is full of like frescoes on the ceiling, full of like different Buddha statues.
So this is like a Buddhist temple, but there are several Hindu deities like Vishnu. Obviously the two religions come from a common root.
The fortress Sigiriya is a stunning place. It's basically a fortress built on the top of a rock in the middle of the forest, middle of nowhere. It's incredible how they managed to build all these buildings on top of this rock. It's really difficult to understand how they managed to do that.
I never thought I could have actually been able to go that up high, and the view from there was absolutely breathtaking.
Polonnaruwa is one of the capitals of the many Sinhalese kingdoms, that ruled the island for many centuries before the arrival of the British Empire. Behind me, this one here was the Royal Palace, and actually we are now exploring the ruins.
Polonnaruwa, it's a fantastic place. It's an ancient city in the middle of the forest, very few tourists, a lot of monkeys that you should be aware of, but it's really a nice place.
I like the temple here because there are some different type of temple, like the architecture and things are different.
Visiting the ruins of Polonnaruwa by bike.
Obviously, we couldn't end our trip without seeing these cute elephants of Sri Lanka.
We've just been attacked by an elephant. We got crazy. Luckily our driver got us in a corner, but definitely he got us out of it.
The country is beautiful, the places are beautiful, temples and monuments, but I think the most beautiful thing about Sri Lanka is the people. I mean, taking photographs of the people is much more interesting than taking pictures of temples. People here is so colorful, so interesting, and still stick to their own tradition.
Food, loving it. Beautiful experience with food. We're trying some local specialties, and don't ask for the names, I have no idea.
I really like dal. Also in one day, we have that amazing dal for 4 meals.